Hey, what's happening, everybody? This is yours truly, Chuck, from the Coach's Corner here on Whip Dogs Podcast. Know that I've been meaning to put this video out, and as usual, I had to do a couple of retakes to make sure I don't mess around and get myself sued, but it is what it is. Hope everything is going all right with everybody. No, I don't, because really, I can give two rat's ass about a lot of you jerks and dipsticks and a-holes, but whatever. Now, it's a video that I've been meaning to put out for almost a month now, and I am going to do that next week, breaking down it was a statement that Becky Lynch said about the WWE women wrestlers compared to the AEW women wrestlers. Now, I am doing some research and breaking down so that I can give an open and honest opinion, because apparently Becky Lynch caught some flack by you AEW lovers, so I'm gonna break that down next week. But a couple things, not really is one thing, but one of the things that I wanted to say is that still waiting to see if Booker T got his apology. You have people, a grown man like Eddie Kingston saying that Booker T is body shaming, which that's weak. That's not the word I really want to use. But then you have Renee Paquin sticking, her nose in it, defending as saying something about Adam Cole. And then you had old Stevie, Adam Page, who is Adam Cole's twin, disrespecting Booker T. But I guarantee you, people put stuff out in the public, but you don't want to turn around and publicly say, hey, that you were wrong. Apparently Adam Cole, Booker T made a comment about Adam Cole, an injury, and then he turned around and, had, hurt himself at the AEW event. And then I guess his lady was, I don't quote me on this, I believe Britt Baker turned around and said something about, his fans appreciate, like, yeah, what the fuck ever. Miss me with that bullshit. But one of the things that I wanted to say is that here is no secret about Vince McMahon dealing with the lady who we paid off for $3 million. That one particular video that I made, but then you hear more. And I think the sum that we last heard was $12 million. Now, man, there's so much inside information that, I could say, but I can't say because it would give away particular people. I don't want to do that to them. But, man, this ain't nothing new. This is nothing new. Ladies and gentlemen, this is nothing new. This is shit been going on for years. It's just that you got Vince doing it. He ain't the only one back there fucking people. You got other folks back there that are screwing these wrestlers, mostly females. And yeah, there are males doing the same thing. But come on. When you constantly, you think about it. When you are constantly seeing certain people, both male and female, I'm going to say female, on TV, and you're scratching your head like, why she is not that talented? What is it about her that she keeps getting pushed and given these opportunities to be on the camera? It scratches your head and makes you go, Now, like I said, this ain't no surprise. And the one thing about this wrestling business, I need folks to understand that I come from an NCAA basketball background. I come from, a professional baseball background. I know plenty of people that have played professional, that have been in the NBA, that have played overseas. Plenty of folks have played in the NFL. And I know quite a bit people, Major League Baseball through the years. I know it's different. See, when you're competing against other people and actually winning something, you go out and beat an individual or teams, that's one thing. But I need folks, and I'm going to say this, and I know some people might say, oh, you're not keeping the kayfabe. No, Vince broke the kayfabe years ago. And all this social media has broke the kayfabe since it's been going. So I'm just going to continue riding the train. See, the thing about the wrestling business is, and this is what pisses me off about when you have Sports Illustrated or ESPN trying to talk about sports entertainment like it's actually fucking sports. It's not. It's sports entertainment. Don't try to treat it like it's actual sports. You can't do that. And it makes it seem even more, I don't want to use the F word, than what it actually is. Like, come on. Sports entertainment, wrestling, it's like a soap opera in the wrestling ring. Our job is to go out and make it look good and make it look believable. That's our job. What happens is that when you get to the arena, you get to whatever hall, you get to whatever VA hall, whatever level that you are in the wrestling business, when you get there, there's a sheet that's up on the wall, and it has this person versus this person, and it's either circled or underlined as to who's going to win. So you have somebody else determining who's going to win. It's their opinion. It's how they feel. You're not going out there whooping nobody ass man on man like you UFC or you boxing. So me saying all of that is, you have individuals in this business that are sick in the head when they know that they can take advantage of people who are gullible as hell, that, hey, you go ahead and give me a little ass, I'm going to go ahead and make you a star. I'm going to push you to the, which means, like, hey, they're going to win and win and win. Yeah, Vince is cut like that. Obviously, there's other people in the back that are cut like that. So I'm not surprised. As I told you in the other video, like, people that are thinking about wrestling, newer wrestlers that might hear this, people, longtime fans, you got to be headstrong dealing with this business and know how to navigate through the bullshit and deal with the bullshit because you're going to deal with bullshit without snapping on somebody, because Lord knows there has been several times when my brother and I were about to snap off on somebody. 1 year in Philadelphia, me and my brother was about to get down with Randy Orton, and this other clown, I don't want to mention the punk's name because he ain't even worth it. But because we wasn't with that bullshit. Another year, we were looking for Scotty too Hotty. We were gonna whoop his ass because of some bullshit he pulled in the ring while we were wrestling him and Albert that cost us a contract. But that's another different story. See, you have folks that can fuck stuff up for you. Things can be laid out perfectly, but you can have somebody fuck up something. Hence, Scotty too Hotty. Or you get individuals, like Vince or some of his cronies that's under him, or people like Jim Cornette. Jim Cornette is the biggest racist, the biggest asshole around. Man, if he don't like you, oh, you fucked over. And as you can see, he always bitching and complaining about other people, his version of what he think wrestling is supposed to be and what somebody's supposed to do, which, like, somebody really give a fuck what the fuck he had to say. But a lot of you folks out there, you want to listen to what the hell Jim Cornette got to say. Like, no, Jim Cornette is the biggest asshole around. He's a piece of shit. He will fuck somebody over quick as a dime. And he personal experience. He got me and my brother on the situation. But no, Jim Cornette is one of them. You get a guy like that. That's hey, I got to throw his name out there too, because he's a jerk. He's an asshole too. But you know, motherfucking Impact / TNA / however you want to put. But you know, Scott Damore, he's another one. And I know I'm gonna have some close friends and say, "Oh, Chuck, why you like?" No, fuck that. It is what it is. Scott is he's a piece of shit too. And I can tell you, and I know this is personal. This is personal. There's nothing made up. This is very personal, because I tell people that happen to work for Impact, like, hey, when you see Scott, tell him I said he's a piece of shit, and tell him I said so. But then I tell him, I joke with him, say, no, because I don't want him to know that you know me, because he might start shitting on you. But yeah, he's the same way. See, you get individuals like that have power, that have some kind of control. And if they don't like you, they can badmouth you or get you into a situation where, hey, nope, you're not going over. This person's going over on top of you. This person's going over. This person. You get a lot of people. And there's individuals in this business as well that are doing that with guys. Hey, you know, you do this, and like, because it's some stories that I can tell that went on back in the day, and still a couple of things that I heard going on now that, again, I don't want to mention the individual's name, especially one back in the day, because if I mention that, then yeah, I know that I would definitely have to fight this dude, because he gonna see dead red, and I know I'm gonna have to fight him, which, okay, it is what it is. But yes, yeah, it's like that in this business. And it's sad. It's sad that you got sick fucks. You got sorry pieces of shit. You got jerks, assholes that have these you know, that has these positions, that have that control, that kind of power to determine your fate. And if you don't play ball with them, then they fucking you over. It's fucked up. I mean, last video I said man, I can't think of I know I said something about Xia Li. Xia Li went through fucking NXT, dominated NXT. She gets pulled, and all of a sudden, and Xia Li is very beautiful. But for whatever reason, they just took Xia Li off of TV, but kept certain individual ladies going back and forth on TV, and you scratch your head like, why? How? Makes no sense. Shayna Baszler, same thing. Shayna Baszler did everything she did, dominated NXT, gets up, started dominating on SmackDown, or I think SmackDown, and then all of a sudden Vince, oh, I don't like her look. They stopped using her for a long time. It's fucked up. So, yeah, folks, you need to understand, this business is very dirty. I love the business when you can just go out and perform and go out in front of this crowd. And like, for me, I love fuck being cheered. I don't care if you cheer me or not. I want boo me. If you don't like me, if you don't like what I do, that's what I want to hear. You know, so yeah, if it's left up to that part of the business where you just go out and do your thing, win, lose, or draw, I'm cool with that. But it's the backstage politics that you got to deal with, the backstage bullshit that you got to deal with. And especially as a black man, and yeah, I'm pulling that card, especially as a black man, oh, it's more bullshit that you got to navigate through than any other wrestlers. And that's fucked up. But yeah, you do. But yeah, you got a lot of, like I said, you got a lot of sick individuals. Sick, you know, non-talented. Because one thing that I always notice, why is it and was it? It's always been like this. Most of the guys that have that kind of control were shit-ass wrestlers. They didn't do very well. They didn't do very well in the ring as sports entertainers. But for whatever reason, they tagged along and they did whatever they did, and they wound up getting being in a position to move up that ladder and be in a position where they can say yay and nay for somebody's career. They can say yay and nay about this person going over. They can say yay and again, you get people like that take advantage of the situation. You take advantage of people. So yeah, it's really fucked up. It's really fucked up. And I'm gonna say this again, and I didn't mention her name before, but Maria Cornelius or Cornelius, whatever it is, please stop chirping. Sweetie, you benefited from this toxic environment that you speak of in the WWE. You benefited from it in the mid-2000s. But yet you keep on chirping about what's going on now. You only doing that because of what happened with you and your husband recently. And then you ought to be, I know it was a time when you guys decided to renew your contracts or however that went. And then you guys being so money hungry, money struck, you allow them to let you drag your husband through fucking, through the mud on cameras. And yes, it's part of the act, but still, fuck that. But that's another topic, another day. That's something that you got to deal with. That's whatever's going on in your household. But nobody want to hear about you talking about some toxic environment backstage when you benefited from that same toxic environment from backstage in the middle 2000s. So come on, please stop. So again, folks, I'm going to say this. If you want to get in this business, if you are early in this business, or if you're in this business now, you have to be mentally tough to deal with all the bullshit. It has to be a part of you to have a switch to know when to say go. And when I say go, when you sometimes, hey, you just got to say, forget being diplomatic, forget trying to be the good soldier. No, we gonna go outside in this parking lot and we gonna throw these hands. It's mentally tough. You got to be able to deal with it and navigate through with it. But hey, that's my 2 cents. I'm quite sure you guys probably want to know what my beef is with piece of shit ass Jim Cornette and that other piece of shit ass Scott Damore. I'll talk about it another day. I'm quite sure you want to know why I feel the way I feel about Scotty Too Hotty when we were trying to find his ass when we were in Cleveland. If we would have found him, we would have whooped his ass. But he locked himself in a locker room and yada, yada, yada. But whatever. That is what it is. It was what it was. But, hey, this is yours truly, Chuck, the Coach's Corner, here on Whip Dogs podcast. Peace.